What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Are you ready?
We the best. It's time.
Welcome back to another Thursday night episode of Software Explorations with yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph, where, as you know, we are engineered to win. In tonight's episode, we are going to continue building out our urban dictionary of economic data with React and Express API type stuff. We're building it as a microservice, keeping them the two separated in case we go to add on more things later on. But that's the plan. We're going to continue with that. We're going to be working on the routes today, where we left off last week. But before we do that, I gotta know, how is everyone doing tonight? How is my guy Yakar, the #1 tech pookie in the world, doing? What's up, Yakar? What in the world? What happened to my text? Hold on one second. There we go. What's going on, Yakar? How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having an amazing day. And how is everyone else out there doing? Hopefully everyone is doing well. All right, so let's jump into our agenda. Let's see how much work we can actually get done tonight. We've been using our dictionary, right? But we still have a lot of work to do to make it just right. And then, like I said, I'm probably going to maybe put it on Firebase on Google to host it there. We'll see, right? The night is young. You know what? Hold on a second. I forgot to turn our light on. Hold on. Give me one split second. There we go. Had me over there looking like Two-Face. I was looking like Two. Like half my face was dark and the other half was like brightly lit. But we're good now. We are good. So, like I said, we're going to try to get as much done as possible today. We're going to jump into our agenda. You know how we like to do. But first and foremost, you know, welcome to the show. Happy to have you here as always. Hopefully, we're going to have a lot of fun together for this next 2-ish hours as we do some amazing coding work. Let's get to our agenda. And what's up to my guy Zeno in the building? What's up, Zeno? How you doing tonight? How is it going for you over there? All right, so let's get to our agenda. So, like I said, we're going to be working on the React, building out the routes for so pretty much when you click on a definite or a result in the search, it's going to take you to a separate page for that with all the details of that definition, the examples, all of that good stuff, all right? So if I didn't say it already, tonight is Thursday, October 17th, 2024. We are almost out of October already, right? We're almost out of October. So first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers to the channel, those who have just joined us on this fantastic journey, those who have been with us here for a while, those who are in the chat every single live stream and premiere, and those who never come to the live streams, never come to the chat, but they watch and they get great value out of the show. And those who are in between, sometimes they're able to show up, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're able to watch the video, sometimes they're not. I appreciate you all.
I appreciate you.
And of course, I've got to give a big shout out and salute to all, yes, all of my tech savages. Yes. So shout out to my tech barbarians, my tech prodigy members, my technical explorers, all of the members in the Patreon who are either getting coaching or who are getting valuable insight from the exclusive content that we put on the Patreon. Shout out to you all. And of course, I've got to give it up for my tech mercenaries. Shout out to those YouTube members who help support the channel, keep it going. Shout out to you guys.
Let's get it.
And of course, I can never, ever forget. Shout out to the bag chasers.
Money.
And last but certainly not least, shout out to Yakar and the tech pookies out there. Sometimes you just got a code in your wife beater and your khaki shorts with your house shoes on, sitting out on the porch, right? Getting that work done. As long as you get the work done, let's get to it.
We the best.
All right. So let's jump into our live show schedules really quick, and then we are going to continue on with getting to work, right? So first and foremost, live show schedules, Sunday afternoons, software explorations. We're working through DevOps. I'm still debating what I'm gonna do. I might have to push the show back a little bit this Sunday, maybe to like 5:30, 6 o'clock. But we're still gonna work. I'm still debating on that, right? But either way, the show's gonna happen, but I might have to push it back a little bit. We have our morning shows Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 in the morning, coffee and kata. We review some news articles and we do some mobile development work. Tuesday nights, we have our Q&A sessions. We have so much fun on Tuesdays. You come and ask questions. You can call in. I find questions and we just have a grand old time. Thursday nights, more software explorations. We are currently working through our Dictionary app. And then Saturday mornings, the show of the week, which I am mentioning due to contractual obligations. Not the show, but I'll let you know, right? So we have the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show. And that's where we review the weekly economic numbers. And it says it right here. Remember to mention the show is co-hosted by Yakar and Mitch. The show is co-hosted by Yakar and Mitch from the chat, feeding me amazing data. And guess what? I don't even have a Bluetooth earring on. I just research from the chat. I guess I use a teleprompter. It is what it is, right? But that's enough of that. So next up, we have our pre-recorded content. We have Mondays, Candid Conversations, Wednesdays, Software Explorations, Concept and Overviews. Yesterday, I premiered the video for story refinements. So it's a meeting in Agile, story refinements, where you break down the story, get a better understanding, give it points, all that good stuff. And then Fridays we have the Bug Bite, breaking down different industry bugs or cybersecurity hacks or just tech stuff in general, whether it's a bug or not. And then we have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show that we released Monday through Friday, just to break it down in small, digestible pieces. All right. So that is our pre-recorded content. And with all of that information, that's why I need you to do me a favor, because you're not going to remember. All right. You're not going to remember. So that's why right now you got to like the video, share the video, click on the little subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, so that you can know and hit the notification bell so you can know every time that we go live and drop new content. All right. Gotta do that. And go over to techcoachroute.dev. You can sign up right now. You can sign up for free. Exclusive content that you're not going to find anywhere else. You can sign up for one-on-one coaching. You can get access to our sprint reviews, to our scrum nights, to you can get access to like different videos of like how to use LinkedIn effectively, how to use, and when I say use LinkedIn effectively, you'll see what I mean later on in the show. How to use LinkedIn effectively, how to use Glassdoor effectively, how to use AI effectively, how to update your resume. The list goes on and on and on. So techcoachroute.dev, join over there today. All right. All right. So that takes care of all of our housekeeping. All right. So, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second here. We got my bestie in the building. What's going on, Mitch? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're having an amazing, amazing day. And we got Roxy in the building. How are you doing, Roxy? How are you doing? So happy as always to have you here. Always a pleasure to have you here. And Mitch said, you mean Mitch and your car. That's not what I said? I didn't say Mitch and your car? Did I say something else? Did I forget to say Mitch? Your car, what happened? What happened? This guy always with the subliminals. Well, I have no idea. You know what, Mitch? I got something for you.
You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mitch. I don't know what you're talking about, Mitch. I'm onto the tactics, grow up. Hilarious. All right. You see your car? You see? When the Mitch signals don't work, I know how the phone number to call to get him on the street. You know, I know how to summon Mitch. He's always watching. I know how to summon him, your car. You just gotta know the right things to do. All right. So let's do a quick little icebreaker, right? Very, very quick. I'm not even gonna bring it up. I just want to know, what did you guys have for lunch or dinner today? What did you have for lunch or dinner today? Just drop it in the chat. I'll check it during the first break. But I'm just curious, what did you have for lunch or dinner today? All right. So let's get to it. So let me start our first timer, and then we'll give a quick recap of last week, and then we'll get to work. So let's start the first timer.
It's time to do.
All right. So last week what we were working on the React app, and we wanted to be able to, once you get the search results, that you would, that when you click on a result, it would take you to the page that has the definitions. All right. And we ran into some trouble. The biggest trouble that we ran into was that I had a typo. I had a typo in the word definition that kind of messed some of the things up, but it would have led to more issues that I was able to figure out. But I ended up reverting it so I can use the dictionary for Saturday's show. All right. But now I'm going to fix it, and we're going to do that together so that you can see what's going on. But let me show the dictionary first. All right, let's go to the dictionary first. This is where we're currently at. Your car and Mitch's favorite color scheme. All right, they'll never admit it, but they love it. All right, they'll never admit, but they love it. But like if we search for, let's say, jobless, it's only going to show one result, and it's going to be the first one, right? So if I search for job, it's just going to show the first one that I find. So if I search for job, I would want both results to show up in a list, right? And that's what we worked on last week. We got the list to show up, but we had other issues, right? So we're going to continue working on that, and then if we get that to work, then we're going to work on adding more endpoints like the update endpoint, and we already added the get endpoint. we need to add the update endpoint, the patch endpoint, and the delete endpoint in case we want to delete any definitions. If we need to update any definitions, all of that good stuff. All right. All right. So I'm gonna go over to the other screen, and so right now, the way that it is how we oh, actually, no, I have one more thing to show you. One more thing to show you. Let me show you this. I think I showed you this. Did I show? I don't know if I showed you this. Actually, no, I didn't because I created it on Saturday. But we have a Trello board. Shout out to Trello out there. So I created a Trello board for this dictionary, right? For this dictionary app, where here's some things that we need to do, right? We need to sort the definitions returned from the database. We need to handle when a definition is not found, because right now, if it's not found, let's say we go and do something like this, right? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So if that's not found, we get this error right here, which is not good. So we need to handle that as well. So I have a story to do that. Set up Firebase for deployment when we're ready to do that. That's probably going to become towards the end. Let's see, create a login page. So we're going to have this up before we do the login management. Let's put this up here. This is the Firebase is way more important than your current Mitch's, or I should say, because before he gets on me again, let's go with Mitch in your car. You know how he feels about that. He gets all sensitive and stuff like that. You know, for Mitch and your car, right? Okay. And create UI page to add edit. And then we're going to do create deletion method to delete, patch, put, all those things. Handle when not. So these are the things that we pretty much need to do. Let me add right now what we're working on. Return or have page display the selected definition. And let's see, can we move that to the top? All right. And we can say on this one, we're going to have search results page list all corresponding results, right? And we can say these two are in progress, or these are actually in the to-do column. Actually, they're in the doing column. Right, so we're doing these and we're doing this, right? So it's happening. These, get rid of this right here. Where's the delete option? It's archive. All right, so there we are. So now we can actually continue with, actually let's do this one first, right? Let's go over here. And now I'm just gonna fix what I undid last time. So we are going to, so this is the one that we did last time. I'm going to comment this one out over here. There's gonna be a lot of stuff I comment out, to be honest with you. I think we're commenting all of this out. All right, all that's commented out. And we're gonna comment this stuff in. So I pretty much just commented, like, when it gets the result that it is, I comment out when it gets the result that it just shows you the first one that it finds. And now this is saying you're going to create a unordered list, right? Create an unordered list. And you're going to loop through the results. Excuse me. All right, so it's going to create an unordered list and it's going to loop through the results. And then it's going to list the term ID, and then it's going to have a link to the term ID. And then it's going to get the selected term ID. And yeah, and then we're going to uncomment this one as well to get the, actually, we're not doing the explanation yet. So we'll come back to the explanation, right? And then the other thing I need to do is I need to comment out. So this is pretty much the state that we left it in last week. I need to, not comment, I need to say that Axios. So this one right here, set data should equal response.data. And now part of the mistake that we were doing last week was that once the get selected term from search results, setting the state of definition data to response.data. And let me see, go to term definition page. I don't think we needed that. We were using that one. Let me see. So I think it's this one right here, right? So this will give us the response data. We're setting definition data to response data. And then, cool. All right, so let's give that a try. Let's give that a try. Let's see what happens. Oh, actually, no, we got to do one more thing. Did I comment out there? No, I left the routes in there. All right, so I think that's it. So let's go over to our other screen. We're going to refresh, make sure everything works. All right, we're going to do job and see what happens. All right, so now we have our listing, right, of everything that comes up with the results. We'll figure out the styling later, but right now it's more important, to me at least, it's more important to get the functionality working, and then we'll figure out how to make it pretty. All right, make it work and then make it pretty, you know? We don't want it to be pretty useless. You get what I'm saying? All right, so now if we're to click on this, let's see what happens. So so right now you just see this, right? But we actually do have a bunch of text over here. We just can't see it because there's no styling applied to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply some styling to it so that it can work, right? So let's go over to here, and we can say, let's get this to work a little bit first. So we can say if we were to take, let's say we take this right here, right? All the way to here. We copy that. And we go to this right here and we say return, and we say this right here, and then we say close that div, right? So now that we have something around it, let's see what happens if we go back to over here. What in the world just happened here? We've got a bunch of text. We might need to change the formatting a little bit, but that is okay. All right, so let's start fixing up the formatting a little, right? So I'm not even going to go back to the other screen. I'm just going to do it over here. Let's say we do an H. Okay, I know what I was doing. So, all right. I was just randomly putting stuff just so we can see what's going on. But if we do H2 here, H3 here, H4 here, and div over here, right? So if we go back over here and we see, all right, it's gonna fix itself a little bit. But we see a bunch of HTML text here, which we do not want, right? We want it to actually render the way that it should be. So we're going to go back to over here, and we are going to look at what we did in the index page, or not index page, in the app page, and we are going to, where do we do it? we did it. Wait, so we did it over here, right? So div dangerously set inner HTML. So just copy this right here. Right, so now if we go over to the definition page and we say in here, let me just drop it over here, right? Div dangerously set HTML, and then we change in here to item.definition. And then we get rid of that one. So now when we go back to this page and we go here, and now everything formats perfectly because we enabled to dangerously set inner HTML, right? We did it. And now we can always go back and update the formatting and stuff like that. Maybe we can do a, we can add a ID to that div where we can, you know, adjust the headers and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it works, right? I think what we can also do is we can make this link clickable as well. And we can make that, definitely make that smaller. So I'm going to put that one as a, I'm not even going to show the screen on this. I'm just going to put this as a P. Right? And see, there you go. Now there goes the link. And I can even put, like that. All right, and now we want to actually make that a link, right? So if we were to do, I'm going to share the screen on this one, where we're going to go to find the link that we created, link to, and then we have the path name. That should be it. All right, so let's do link to, let me see if I just do link to this right here. And then we say, close that, close, oops, that. All right, so that should make it a link where you can actually go to the report, but I'm going to also add a target. And let me do a quick search. Let's do a quick search, how to add a target, just to make sure I'm doing it the right way. React target link element. It says you can use the target the same way. I guess it's the same, target underscore blank. Let's try that. Let's try that. Target underscore. All right, let's go back to React. And if we click on this, it opens up in a new window. Look at that. We are winning out here. We are winning out here, right? Okay, so cool. So we have our page. We have our page. We have this. I think that we eventually want to add this, the search again. And then when you do the search, it takes you to another page, another route, you know? But we'll figure that out. That's not the most important thing right now. I'm just happy that we have this. All right, so, but we need to figure out the examples as well. We need to figure out the examples. So let's go back over here. And we're going to say, under here, we're going to have, let's go over here and we're going to copy the code that we used for the examples loop. Let's copy that and we're going to drop it in this page. And we're gonna uncomment it out. Did I get something extra? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Oh, wait a second. Div. Let's drop this in here. Am I missing one of these? Okay. However, this one is still not going to work yet because we need to get item dot, maybe it's item dot example. And item dot. All right, so now if we go here and we check, ooh, we broke something. All right, let me have to change the screen. We broke something. Let me see. We take this one off. Something isn't. Oh, maybe it's this one actually. No? So you take that one off. What? Okay. Nothing is outside of the. All right, let's go here. Let me see if I have a div here. And then I have a div. It's not right. Let me see. These examples, you have this div here, you have this div here, you have an HR, have this close right here. And we get this out. Oh, wait a second. There's just missing something. What a dumb typo. What a dumb typo. All right. Examples. Wait a second. Examples.map. Where do you get examples from? Oh, maybe I should do item.examples.map.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
That doesn't resolve this particular issue, though. Adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in enclosing tags if you want a JSX fragment. Let's see. Have that, have that. Get rid of this one. We're about to go to break anyways. All right, anyways, let's go to break. Let's go to break. We are at break. We'll figure this part out when we come back. All right, all right. So let's see what everyone had today to eat, and then we'll go to our first break, right? Our first break time topic. My guy Mitch said he had rice and plantains. That's it? Just rice and plantains? Was it white rice, yellow rice, arroz con pollo? Which one was it? Your car said he had some potatoes, tacos with spinach, guac, and verde salsa. Okay. Did I miss? All right. Zeno says he doesn't want to say what he had. He can't embarrass himself like that. I would say, Zeno, that no one would judge you here, but they will, and they'll definitely judge you. Just saying, right? Mitch says he does not appreciate the color that I'm using. Roxy says meatloaf, spinach, mashed potatoes, and beets. Beets, those are nice. Says it was good, had a little sharp cheddar with sour cream at the bottom. And the perpetual hater said that sour cream is gross.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Your car is good on certain things. You asking too much now. Oh, we got my newest guy in the building. Says Devin Harris. I'm flexing today. I had some oxtail. What? Not the oxtail. Oh my! I love oxtail. I love oxtail. Shout out to my guy Devin Harris. You see now your car trying to flex. Now your car trying to flex. He says, "I'm grilling sirloin right now." Amazing. All right. Enough with the food talk. I came across this, right? How true is it? Or not how true, but is it from Elon Musk? I don't know. But we're going to read it together. And that's why I said how to win, allegedly, by Elon Musk, right? So we're going to just check that out together. Let me get to the screen. And let me know what you guys think. All right? Zena said, I don't care. It's my body, not theirs. All right, let's get to this. All right, let's start our 5-minute timer. I guess you can't really see that, can you? That sucks. Let me see. Let me see what I can do for this. There we go. All right. Let me put it in a little bit more. All right, cool. So this is attributed to Elon Musk, right? It says how to win. And he starts off with taking risks. If things are not failing, you're not innovating enough. What do you guys think about that? Right? There's a tremendous bias against taking risks. Everyone is trying to optimize their ass covering. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. What do you think about that? About we need to embrace failing, right? Because if we're not failing, we're not being innovative, right? Next up, hard work. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100 hours week, 100-hour weeks every single week. This improves the odds of success. I think I'm going to say this, right? If people really want success, then yeah, some people, they just want to chill, right? Some people just want to have fun, all right? So when something, but this is called how to win, right? How to win, not how to just have fun, right? When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor, if at first you don't succeed, right? Now, leadership. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office. And it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. What? What do you think about that? The path to the CEO's office should be through engineering and design. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. What do you guys think about that? Because I know so many people who they don't look forward to going to work. They don't enjoy working. Do you think that's the path to like how to win, is to enjoy the work that you do and look forward to waking up and going to work? If you're a co-founder or CEO, you have to do all kinds of tasks you might not want to do. No task is too menial. What do you think about that? Are there any menial tasks? Personal growth. Very important to have a feedback loop. where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. Really pay attention to negative feedback and solicit it, particularly from your friends. I think that's a very important one, right? Listen to negative feedback and solicit them, particularly from your friends, especially if your best friend is named Mitch. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. It is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. I definitely agree with that. If you get up in the morning and you think the future is going to be better, it's a bright day. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. I think there's an asterisk to that, right? It depends on what they're passionate about. I think it does depend what you're passionate about, because some things that you might be passionate about, it just probably isn't worth it. I'm just saying. I'm not to disagree with Elon Musk, if he really did write this, but not to disagree. I'm just saying. Some of the things that people are passionate about, they probably should not be. Just saying. Entrepreneurship. Starting and growing a business is as much about innovation, drive, and determination of the people behind it as well as the product that they sell. How much are they driven to sell that product? Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. Whoa, that escalated quickly. When somebody has a breakthrough, it is rarely one little thing. Very rarely is it one little, it is usually a whole bunch of things that collectively amount to a huge innovation. Talent is extremely important. It's like a sports team. The team that has the best individual player will often win, but then there's a multiplier from how those players work together and the strategy they employ.
Chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work.
Lastly, it is a mistake to hire huge numbers of people to get a complicated job done. Numbers will never compensate for talent in getting the right answer. So that is quotes attributed to Elon Musk on how to win. So keep in mind, though, when thinking about this, whatever our feedback is, regardless of the facts of like how it is realistically, it's about how to win and not what just people do, right? So think about in how to win terms, right? So that was the first break time topic for today. You guys know what you think. Let me know what you think. And Mitch said it's usually through sales to the CEO office. I agree with you. I think it does go through, like what he was saying, or what allegedly he's saying, like through the CFO's office, because I've seen CFOs become CEOs, and then the company totally flopped. I can see it going through marketing. I can see it going through sales. But is there a disconnect though between the two sides, in the engineering side and the like that other side, the people side? Like, I don't know. When you think about, like, if you think about the biggest companies today, right? Or if we think about like the FANG companies, right? Are the people who are the CEOs of those companies? I guess I don't know if Tim Cook where Tim Cook came up through, but some of those companies are they like engineering type people, or are they more like marketing sales type people? That's what I'm wondering. All right. Let's see. Anyways, so Rock says, did the cow say to eat more chicken? The cow is leading the chickens to the slaughter. And you know what? I will not acknowledge your car's message in the chat. Nope, not doing it. We do not do that over here, right? Mitch says that he is on both sides. So you're saying, when you say by both sides, like you've seen it through the engineering and through the other side, or like what do you mean exactly? Like what do you mean by that you're on both sides? That can mean a lot, Mitch. That can mean a lot. All right. All right. We're gonna get to our second segment of work for today. Let's throw up our next 20-minute timer.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right. So we need to fix this part. I'm trying to see where exactly in the code that I have this error. So we got this working. We got this right here. We got this map right here. It's like it's saying it's not finding a, so I think it should be like right here. And then we wouldn't have this one. And then we wouldn't have this one. We wouldn't have this one. And we wouldn't have this one. Why are you expecting a comma? So where are you expecting this comma? Oh, you're on the textiles and the sell side. But although you're on the sales side, are you like supporting sales through the technical work that you do, or are you like literally on the sales side? Because I mean, you have like those sales engineers who can be pretty technical. I'm just wondering. All right, where is this thing happening? Unexpected token. Let's get rid of that. What in the world? So we don't have a closing div. Let me see if I put a. So I have an opening close. I have H4. I have here, we have H5. We have a div here. We have HR. We have this that closes. Oh, I need a second one. Because we had one over here. And then we had this one over here that doesn't close. So now we got them closed. So now, let's go back and look at this one. Let me uncomment this. So we just really needed this part. So let's see if we take that off. And this is saying that unterminated JSX content. What's not terminated? And then this says unterminated. So we have more unterminated. Oh, okay, I see. So we don't have that other div terminated. You still don't have enough divs terminated? Let me see. Oh, okay, we don't have this div terminated. Jesus Christ, like a div inception. We still don't have one. All right, div. How did I end up with all of these that were not terminated? How did we get here? Let's get a close. How do we get into this? And then so we gotta close the return. Maybe we have an extra div in there or something. We got an extra div. Okay, that's what it is. And what is going on with this export? We need a closing bracket in here. All right, there we go. So now, if we go to over here, and we go here. Oh, it started showing for a second. Let's see. Let's see, we do job search. Ooh, so there. All right, so we have a map that's undefined. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a console output. So all right, we're already doing it. So we have this. You see this console.log item. We're going to look over here, and we're going to look for console. Let's see, we got this. Examples, example array. All right, so probably have another typo somewhere in there. Item examples. Wait a second. No, that's not right. Go back over here. So this is the first one. But then something's missing. All right, so let's go to, wait, undefined map. Okay, so we go here and we search for job. Searching for job is giving me an error. Why is searching for job giving me an error? Let's see. Let's see. So app.js line 25. Examples. Oh, wait a sec. Wait, no. Why did I uncomment this out? Hold on. I don't know why I uncommented out, but all right, let's go back to over here. And we search for job. We get our list of jobs. Now we click on monthly job report. And we have error reading the exam. All right, we're getting further though. We're getting further. So now if I'm going to look into the console, and if we have, so it says undefined reading example type. Examples, example type. Example type. So we got this one. Well, I got undefined, that's why. All right, so this is why. All right, let's go see why it's not logging correctly. So we have log item. If item not found, item not found. Item economic indicator. Oh, it's probably this, right? It's probably, wait, no, it should be example. Item, or maybe we don't need, trying to think. Because all these are printing out on the page. Let's do another, wait, no. Because that's not showing up over here. No, it is showing up. Yeah, it is showing up. So if it's showing up, we need, oh, we got examples, example.type. So we should be using All right, let's do this. We're going to do console.log item.examples. So now, when we go here, we are going to go to we're going to go here, job. We click on this one, and we are getting so undefined reading examples, but examples are right here. So it's able to print out and this is happening online. Where's the file that it's happening in? It's happening in, Let's see exactly where it's happening. Let's see. All right, so reading examples is failing. Okay, let's try to find out where that's happening. If definition data, we got items.economic indicator, item.link, item.definition, item dot should just be examples. Let's say we do, let's try this. Div. Oops. And we were to just, oh my God. All right, we just were to do item.example. Just curious. Let's comment that one out. And for the time being, I'm just going to comment this out for now. Maybe not. Well, let's just comment out this whole little section right here. I'm just curious what's going to happen. Let's go over here. And let's go to over here. All right, we're going to do job. Okay, we click on the third one. Objects are not valid as a React child. What are you talking about? An error occurred above the div component. Let's see. Consider adding error boundaries to your tree. Objects are found within the keys. What are you talking about? All right. Something with the let's see. We have the economic indicator. We have the examples. Let's see. And then we have. So what if we were to do this, right? What if we were to do this? Let's say for the time being, we just say, get the first one. Oops. And we go back over here. We go to job. And found objects with key example. Where did you find these objects? Let me see. Above the div component. So if I comment this out too, and I go over here. Okay. So by commenting out the examples, they didn't show up. Let's see. Let's see what's going on over here. So we got our example. And if we wanted to definition, economic indicator, examples, we open the examples and then example type in there. That should do it. Let's see here. Item dot examples. We take this out. And there's nothing over here. That is, let's try that again. And we go to job, search, we got our results. Search for University of Michigan. It said something wrong with the keys. Example. All right. So now, I wish it would tell us where the issue is happening in the code. Well, I could just add this plugin they keep talking about. If I can find it. There we go. Let's install this extension. Install for Chrome. Where do I install this? Do I already have it installed? Let's see. I guess I already have React. I guess I already have it installed. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. I don't see it. Where is it? Where do you add this? Oh, wait a second. Probably have to scroll over. I got it. There we go. Add to Chrome. Add to Chrome. And we're going to go back to here. I don't even see Chrome. I don't even see the thing we just added. Why is it's the same structure though. We have here. Let's clear the console out, right? Console is clear. We're gonna do job search. So we know about this error, but it doesn't prevent it from working. So let's clear that out again. Let's click on the JOLTS report. And if we go, it says error occurred in the div hook.js.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
All right. So we're going to continue looking into this part, but we can go to break real quick. All right. Let me see. Let's see what's going on in the chat, and then we're going to get to our second break time topic. I'm going to talk about a little bit of Agile and Scrum stuff. Let me see. Got a few comments over here. Let's see. Zeno says that he's multitasking in and out, touting, looking into business spaces. What? Wow, amazing. And Mitch says, Ralph, I had to use the "with all due respect" line today. I was 9 plus a lot of zeros % disrespectful. I felt not myself. I'm like, how can Ralph be like this every single day? I mean, people love me. Mitch, people love me, right? People love me, all right? I'm just saying. How are you asking what we ate, but you didn't say anything? I'm confused. Well, nobody asked me. I'm just saying. Nobody asked me. But since you're asking, I pretty much fasted today for the most part. Had some. I'm a pretty avid faster. I did have some peanuts, but that's about it. And I had electrolytes and I had coffee. Yep, that was my day today. Nothing substantial. Let's see. The VP said in an interview, with all due respect, and then commenced to gaslight. Oh, you know how it goes. You know how it goes, your car. I didn't see it. Let me finish. Then I turned the TV off. Zeno's creating his own gym for fitness stuff and content. Let me see. And Mitch and your car are still talking about the stuff that they're talking about. So I'm going to say to Mitch and your car.
You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
Just saying. I actually don't. What are you talking about, guys? All right. Let's get peanut head. Let's get to our second break time topic for today. All right. So I want to talk real quick about, let me see, where's our Scrum talk? Agile talk, Scrum talk, whatever talk, right? So, where is this? So I just copied this from the email that I got. Let me make sure it shows right. But I just wanted to read this with you guys, right? So the email was titled, what was the email title? The email was titled, let me see, using a consistent vocabulary will help your team with Agile. Just by reading the title alone, I agreed. But here's what the email said, right? The words iteration and sprint are often used interchangeably. Sprint is, of course, did I start the timer? I don't think I started the timer. Let's start the timer. Sprint is, of course, the Scrum term. Iteration is more framework neutral. The word people used to seem to be an indicator of whether their first exposure was to Scrum or generic Agile. I spent a day with a client who was using both terms, not a problem. I'm used to that, but on the second day, someone said something that struck me. That's what we do in an iteration, he said. Of course, it's totally different during a sprint. What? What does that mean? Huh? Did they have different meanings for what until then I considered to be synonyms? I asked what the difference was between a sprint and an iteration. I learned they called it a sprint if they were working overtime and an iteration otherwise. I have absolutely never, ever heard that before, right? So if you're working overtime, it's a sprint. Otherwise, it's an iteration. So I guess you only work faster if it's a sprint. That makes no sense to me. You know what? There might actually be something to this. But when I raised the question, I learned I was not the only one who didn't know they were using the terms differently. Words are important. Tell me about that. They have their meanings, but words can also carry connotations. These are implications of a word or impression that form when we hear words. Kind of like, do you want to catch these hands? Because are you actually going to just catch hands? Or is somebody going to pull up on you and punch you in the face? I just remembered what my my original icebreaker was, but maybe we'll talk about it after. When I mentioned punch in the face, I remembered that. Anyways, let me see. Where was I? Yeah, so they have their meanings. Words can also carry connotations. All right. It may actually make sense for sprint to mean an iteration with overtime. A connotation of sprint could be going fast or going faster than normal. That's how we use sprint when talking about running. So the connotation easily carries over to what we think of when we use it in an agile context. But when words are used inconsistently in an organization, it creates real problems. Some common confusions I see regularly include story points are complexity. Story points are complexity to some and a combination of 4 factors, including complexity to others. Still, others may not have a clear definition at all. A sprint review is nothing more than a demo to some and a more comprehensive review to others. Some view a daily scrum as a status meeting, others view it as a synchronization meeting. Even simple words like team and product can create confusion. One organization I worked with had a year-long simmering debate over precisely what a product was for them. These problems have persisted for decades, probably since the second person joined the first agile team. That's a little harsh, but it's true. The question is it true? But the problems seem more prevalent today. I think it's because teams today are formed of people who learned and practiced agile differently. Different training and different experiences led them to different opinions about how to best do agile. When team members use different words or have different understandings of core agile principles and practices, it's difficult for everyone to find common ground. If you've seen confusion over agile vocabulary and the proper names of common agile practices, take some time to define common terms, and baseline practices can help you succeed with agile. So that's the article. I agree with it. I think when different people have different meanings of words, then a lot of confusion comes in. And I do think it's good. It's necessary to align on what the hell are we talking about, right? Because if not, then you're going to be like this.
You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
No idea. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. All right. But yeah, that's it. That is that break time discussion. But
Get a move on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on. Get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
So let me get this off the screen, right? I gotta let me get back to full screen. So here's a quick story, right? And I'll check your responses on after the next break before we wrap up today, right? So my wife told me yesterday, our son, he's like 2 years old, right? Said he got in a fight today. She said he got in a fight, right, with a friend, right? What do you think my first question to her was? I would love to hear your what do you think my first question to her was? That was supposed to be my icebreaker, right? But, let's bring it in now. She said that he got into a fight, 2 years old, about almost 2.5. think it'll be 2.5 in like December or January, right? But what do you think my first question was when she told me that? What did I ask her when she said that he got into a fight? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. But I'll check that on the other side of the break. And let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. We're gonna do. We'll probably finish. We'll probably finish early today. We'll probably finish early. We'll see. All right. So let's go to. Let's go to our next segment.
It's time to do.
All right. Now, let's see. All right. So I don't know what's going on with this thing because it's not finding item, but no examples. But we know if we do console log item, so it must be this that's undefined. Well, no. All right, so we're hiding that. All right, let's go to over. Let's go to this. Let's go here. Let me enable the React. Components and profiler tab will appear. Components to the right. Let's try that again. Inspect. Okay, components and all right. So let's start over. Let's go here and we search for job. We search for that. And there is an error. What is the error? All right, so we know about that one. And now if we click on this one, we don't get anything. Profiler, console. All right, so if we look at the console, so that doesn't help us because we're getting an error. But it says the above error occurred in the div component. Uncaught error. Objects are not valid as React child. Found object here. Keys. Okay. Well, in that case, let's try this then. Dot example type. So if we go here and we go back here, okay, so that worked. All right, so that worked. So why is our loop not working then? Oh, I think I know why. So if we go back over here and let's say we uncomment this out, right? And if we were to say item.examples map and we take this, I actually thought about that before, but I forgot what I was thinking about. All right, so now we can take this out, right? Something is not, oh, gotta uncomment this one out too. All right, so now if we were to go, let's switch pages first, and I'm just gonna click out over here. And we got an error. So example explanation is missing now. Examples, example explanation, example type. And this error, so that's the first one. Let's let's see. Objects are not valid. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. So this one was, so I didn't take this one out. So that's all that it is. So let's take this one out because that's why it's not valid. It couldn't find this one, but it found this one most likely. And that's probably why I got the error over there, right? So let's try that again. Okay. So now let's go down and take a look at this. Examples. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And we'll definitely fix the formatting and all that type of stuff, but it's looking good. It's looking good, right? So we still do have that. Let me just refresh this all together. We still have this error for this keys thing. Let's see if we can fix that error with the keys. And something else I'd want to do in the URL is putting the ID. I wonder if we could put the name of the term in the URL, right? So if we were to go to so at this point, I think we can get rid of all this now. Let's get rid of all that. I think now we can do route. Let's see. It's using term ID. Well, that's not this one. We're using term ID. Get in the ID. I wonder. So it's getting the term ID, and that, where does it get the term ID from? So term ID, we're passing the term ID into here. And then we're passing the term ID. If we're passing the term ID, let me get rid of this. We're not even using this one at the end of the day. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. We're getting the term ID. We're passing the term ID from there. And then we're saying respond. Where is this term? All right, so that term ID. State definition data. I don't think that's that important right now. That's the least of our worries. So let's try to fix this right. Let's say key. And it's saying that we have each child in a list should have a unique key prop. Check the render. So it's on the definition page or saying that? Or let me go back to the home page. Go back to the home page. So we do a search for the word job. And it's saying, all right, so each child in a list should have a unique key prop. So they're talking about that list. All right, let's Google this real quick, right? I know we did before, but let's see what we can do. Or I can go to this over here. And we can look at that. And prop, no. All right, so let's go to, let's Google that. So each understanding unique key. All right. So warning: each child on the list should have a unique key prop. Key option ID. However, you can use a second parameter of the map function to always have a unique key. Let me see. Map option index. I guess we could do that. Where to get index from though? Let's try that, I guess. I don't know. Let's try that. So if we go back to this page and we go to our map where we're looping, and it says that I guess we could put this in comma and print and say index. And but if that's the case, I could just use why would I need to put an index for that? To see where the issue is. I see that you have a property key, but this can happen. Option is null or undefined. Option ID is null or undefined. Some items have the same ID. Why would the item be null or undefined? Okay. So we have the key. So they say that where should the key live? We don't need to use index actually. But we have a key. We have a term ID. So why is the term ID not taking? Also not that important, to be honest. Let's go to, so this is all working. Let me see. So let's search for React key list. Search that. Each child in a list should have each child in a list. Yeah, so in React, when you render a list of elements, each child element should have a unique key prop. This helps React identify which item has changed and added. Use the key prop to track identity of each element in the list. Okay, so then you have li product.id. So you have the map and then product. So isn't that what I have? Looks like what I have. Li key equals product.id. But yeah, looks like what I have. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I add a key to this too. I think it's supposed to be on the li, but we'll see. Let's go back over here. It's still saying it. Each child in the list should. So is there something in the list that doesn't have one? let's say we look at over here. And we look at components, and we look at, so look at that. Let's see, link. All of them have a unique ID. Oh, wait a second. No, these are different. Yeah, they all have a unique one. So I'm not sure what exactly they're talking about. Anyways, whatever. It's not going to prevent the site from working. So what about if we say, so this is working. What about if we say we look for something with here? Oh, no results. Look at that. Nice. Let's say a blank one. Nothing happens. All right. Job. Okay, so we're not getting errors that way, so that's cool. So somehow it's handling not I guess there's no search result. So how did it, why was it getting, oh, okay, maybe we're handling it here then. Maybe we're already handling that. So if we do the search, show results, so it's saying, all right, go to the search. So it's just not finding anything. So we could do, okay, let's go to our API real quick. We could say, because it's going to look silly if we just return, like if we don't do anything, right? So we should say that no results were found. So we could say, res.send. We would say from here, if search dictionary, so pretty much the logic we want to put here, I'm not gonna write the code yet, but I'm gonna say the logic that we're looking for is, if, let's just comment it out right quick. If no results are found, then return, I mean, it's returning it. All right. So we say, if no results are found, then send text, sorry, no results found. Please try again. All right. So we don't need, I guess we can leave this for now. But you see the searches that we were doing, it's all being logged in the database. All that is being logged in the database, right? Or not in the database, but in the API microservice. So we'll say, if search dictionary is, if search dictionary, I want to be that. If search dictionary dot length, I guess, is equal to 0, then that works for me, yeah. Else, return status 200, and could that work? Let's see what that says. Else, return status 200, and it would return the search dictionary as JSON. Let me see what happens with that, right? Let's see what happens with that. So we're just going to restart the API. And if we don't do anything here yet, if we just go back over to screen right, and we go here and we say job, we search that. If we click, we got our results. All right, good. What is that going to affect? Okay, so now if we click on the monthly job report, still seems to work. Still seems to work.
Lunch break, lunch break.
It still seems to work. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Looking at the API calls. All right, cool. Looks like we're still good. And we get our status 200 code logged. Cool. So, I have time. Only 23 minutes left. Ooh, decisions. What do we do? Not enough time for one more segment. But you know what? Let's just do a little bit more. We'll do a little bit more, and then we'll wrap it up after that. All right. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more because with 23 minutes left, we're like right in the middle, so we can't go to break and then start a whole new one. So we'll just extend this segment a little bit, and then we will go to break and then we'll wrap it up. All right. So what I want to see now is if we go to, all right, let's stay over here for a second, right? So we have this, in here, we're saying to, let me see, so send no search found, or not no search found. Sorry, let's just do sorry, no results. Please try again. All right. And over here, so now in our code, or not our code, but our front end, if we say show results map term, so term map, and we don't need this in here. What I want to do is I wanted to say if it's found. All right, let's just do all right, before we try to figure out that code, let's try to see if we were to, where's my mouse? All right, if we were to go over here and we go to here, oops. We go here and let's say we just search for jobs, right? So fail with a 404 status code, fair enough. All right, cool. So we see that it fails. All right, so if we go back over here and we look at search for a word, then response any void. Let's take a look at the console log response. All right, let's take a look at the console real quick over here. Let's take a look at the console. Server failed to load resource. The server's not with a status of 404. Well, uncaught promise in Axios. All right. Request failed with 404. So, uncaught promise. All right. Oh, looks like internet's slowing down. Give me a second. I think the internet's slowing down. Let's get it right. Let's get the internet back together again. Let's make my internet great again. Let's see what we can do. All right. Okay. So, uncut. All right. So we need to catch the error. Okay. So I got it. So now I never remember how to do this off the top of my head. Catch. And let's see. Let me see how to do that. And let's see how we do that. So let's go. Express catch errors. There we go. And it says rec. All right. So catch error. Defining custom error handling middleware. If error instance handling 404. All right, there we go. App res status. All right, catching error Axios. Let's look at that one. See what we got. What we could do. Axios HTTP error handling in Express.js. Let's take a look at that. I don't like this website. Let's try this one. All right. Axios get catch function error if error response. Axios.get. So they have the catch first. That's interesting. Axios.get catch, and then function error if error.response, and then else do whatever it wants, I guess. All right, let's try that. Let's try that real quick. So I guess they want to do the catch first. Well, catch error, I guess. Let's say function error, and then let's see. That didn't work. Oh, I need one of these and one of these. That didn't work out too well. Hold on with that. All right, let's go to. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that's gonna fix it, but let's go. At least we'll be good for tomorrow night for our show. We'll be able to search and not expect errors, so that'll be a good thing. Let's go to here, refresh, jobs. And we have our Axios error. Message request failed with status 404. But where is our response? No search found. Okay, so that's actually coming through. Okay, I know it. So we need to, so that's good. We have our error coming through, but we need to restart this so that we can see it again. So stop and rerun. So we fixed that, right? So now we've rerun that. And if we go back over here, we should see this data over here, right? So if we refresh, we search for jobs and we open up our Axios. And we go to response data. Sorry, no search results. Please try again. So we're going to go here and we're going to say back to this one. Oops, don't need that breakpoint. We're going to say set data response dot data dot message. Oh, this response is up here. Or error maybe. Error dot data dot message. Okay. And then we would say there would need to be a way for us to output it up or down here. Data and so we would want to add a if statement. I gotta see what this data over here is doing. Because I'm gonna get rid of this too. Let me see over here. UL div data. So let's look up real quick a reactive statement. Is logged in question mark. So it's a gotta think about that a little bit more. But basically we want to say, oh, wait a second. Unread length. So let's do data length is greater than 0. Okay, cool. I got it. So so if we go, all right, so I think I was looking it up on Stack Overflow. So I think we say if, so data dot length is greater than 0 and then with this one over here, we would say colon. And we would say, would say colon, open parentheses. Why is that not taking? If you're checking for a condition, okay, hold on. So I need to put the question mark up here, it seems like. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to undo it anyway, so it's not a big deal. But we put question mark up here. How did that work down here? Test. Ah, okay, so that's good. So then we would say down here, should still be all of these though. Well, not necessarily. We could do, let's just do, let's just do data. What if we just do, because it should just be one thing, right? So let's say we just do, I mean, we could just check for tests, but we could just do div slash show results, and then we're gonna say data, right? Let's see what happens with that. So we go here, we go here. We're gonna go over to here, refresh the page, jobs, search, and undefined reading message. So that's in the Axios part. Response. Is there everything up here? Data. Message. So if we go over here and we look for error, let's just search for error data, right? And we look over, let's actually log it as well. I'm actually going to log it as well, right? So let's say we do console.log. Or I can just use this one, to be honest with you. Let's just do .data. And if we go over here, we refresh, jobs, and we have undefined reading example. I don't have examples in there. Oh, I know where that's from. Okay, so, well, is it undefined because I have examples down here? No, I don't have examples over there. No examples? Where are you getting examples from? Oh, that's because I messed up. Oh, come on. That's because, so this is what this, if I'm saying if length is greater than 0, then do that. But actually I want to say if length is, wait, no, yeah. If length is greater than 0, if the data.length is greater than 0, then do this. Then do this. Else, it should just show data. So why are you trying to read? So line 50. Where is this coming from? The heck is this? No idea where that came from. All right. Let's refresh that page. I don't know where that came from. Undefined length. But if we go refresh that page, or geez, go forward maybe. All right. If we just search job, does this at least work? That does work, right? Go here. All right. So that does work. So I think we're good for now. We'll figure this part out next week. We'll just keep going, fixing our error handling. So let's go and update our board. We have a search results page listing all the results. We have the page with the definition, which we'll clean it up later. We're in testing on that. We have search results list all pages. We're in testing on that. And then we started looking into handle when definition not found. So we're in progress for that one. Let's see. I think that's everything. Cool. All right. We are going to wrap it up for tonight. We're going to wrap it up. So let's just talk about this last one real quick, right? I'm just going to talk about this last one real quick with the remaining time that we have. Actually, no. Let me talk about this and then we'll wrap it up with the chat, all right? Let's just talk about this real quick. So, final thoughts. You just don't get it. What am I talking about, right? So, scrolling through LinkedIn again, and I found this, right? Look what I found, right? It's a Dear Recruiter letter. I hate Dear Recruiter letters. Why do I hate Dear Recruiter letters? Because they just flood your timeline. Recruiters, I'm not a recruiter, but I'm going to guess that they don't read it, and they're like, and they put you on, well, not going to contact that person list, right? So Dear Recruiters. And this person is an experienced QA analyst specialized in manual and automation, right? So when posting a software QA job with someone skilled in manual testing, Selenium, Java, Python, Playwright using JavaScript, Appium, Jenkins, TestNG, JUnit, Cucumber, Cypress, and other secret weapons, you might want to double check your job title. At this point, you're not looking for a software tester. You're basically assembling an entire testing dream team in one person. Let's keep it realistic. One talented tester can do a lot, but they don't need to carry the whole department on their shoulders. So, people who post these type of things on LinkedIn, they probably hate me and they don't even know it yet. They probably hate me and they don't even know it yet. Because I have actually worked on all of these plus more, right? I worked on all of these plus more. And most of these I'm pretty decent in them, right? But here's what you forgot. On this list, you forgot AWS. You forgot Terraform, infrastructure as code. You forgot Docker. You forgot so many different things, right? What if they want Team City as well? So here's the deal. First of all, when you see this whole wish list, like companies will say Java, Python, C#, or equivalent, like they as long as you know the concepts, they're not asking you to know every single language. Or they'll say Selenium, Playwright, or Cypress, or some of them might specify one, but it's not going to be all of them because it depends on what the company's using, right? So that's why I think when you make these type of posts, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're turning yourself away from the people you're actually looking to help you. Why do we offend the people that we want help from? The people who can do something for us, that's who we look to offend. And of course, you know, it has 511 reactions, thumbs up, claps, laughing, 28 comments, 20 reposts, right? Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to wrap it up. Let me check the chat before we get out of here. All right. So what was the question that I asked my wife when she told me that our son got into a little fight? Your car got it right on the first one. Did he win? That's what I asked. My very first question was, did he win? And then it says, did he win because you're sick? Guy says, that's all that matters. Says, I thought he was 6 months. He's closer to whooping you next. I'ma help him. Oh my goodness. It says we'll choke out of his kids and then we'll never try daddy again. Hey man. We got my guy Rod Brown in the building. What's up, Rod Brown? Let's see. And then I asked, what happened? Right? How did it start? And then I asked, is he okay? And he's all right. But yeah, it was pretty funny. I was like, after I said it, I'm like, oh, we got my guy Yakar with the membership gift. Shout out to my guy Yakar with the 5 memberships to the channel. If you got gifted by Yakar, please make sure you tell him thank you, because now you get access to the videos that release Monday through Friday early, as well as the special emojis. Yakar, drop some of those custom emojis in the chat so they can see the emojis that they get. Shout out to my guy Yakar. Look at that. You see Rod Brown dropping it. Rod Brown is dropping it in the chat. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up on the software, but and Yakar says the Toyota way, lean, be agile. That's what I'm talking about.
We the best.
Don't threaten the 3 Musketeers with a good time. I hope you don't mind me calling you the 3 Musketeers, Mitch. Your car says tax the rich. What?
How dare you?
We don't do that over here. All right? Look at that. Your car dropping the TCR emojis, the Mitch emojis, the Tech Barbarian emojis, and the Kobe emojis, and the David Goggins emoji. Shout out. Well, all right. The time has come for us to depart. Remember, tomorrow night, we are going to be... tomorrow evening, I guess I should say, we're going to be doing our weekly economic numbers, the men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate, the weekly economic review, co-hosted by Mitch and Yakar from the chat. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow because Saturday afternoon, the times just came out, I will be at competition for jiu-jitsu. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Just going to go out there and have fun, right? I'm not going to go break a leg. I'll tell you that much. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you all.
I appreciate you.
And your car says after hours tonight. Yep, I'm going to head over there while I get some extra work done for tomorrow. I'll be over there. And then next week, I'm going to talk about, next week, maybe Tuesday, maybe Tuesday or Thursday, I'm going to be talking about, so we're doing this conference at work, like this presentation thing. And I was on the committee for getting it like organized and set up. And I'll share my experience with that. It's pretty cool. My first time doing something like that. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow evening. We're going to be talking about money. Yes, we're going to be talking about money.
Money.
Right? So With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, if it doesn't make sense, then
You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
I don't know, right? Or heart. Sometimes you just got to tell them.
Do not come.
Right? You got to do what you got to do, right? Anyways, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Yakar. I appreciate it. You know what? I almost forgot. You know, we had so much fun. I almost forgot. The question of the night.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a great time. We did a lot of work. We had some fun, some great topics, all that good stuff. But you guys know, yesterday's price is not today's price. Today's price is certainly not tomorrow's price, because
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
the price of the brick is always going up. And on that note, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
I'm a knucklehead at times,